Today is gonna be the day to find out if we regret buying a German car or not. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, we're working on the Golf R. I ordered coilovers for it, and it was supposed to take 6 to 8 weeks to get here, and it came in like 3 days. So today, I'm a little bit nervous, but we're gonna try slamming the Golf R today. I got some BC coilovers, the extreme lows, so we can get low. And by looking at videos and explanations of this car, this is the most complex coilover install I've done yet. Now, traditionally, what I would do is do the whole front first, but this car being dumb, you can't lift the whole front at one time, so we're gonna do the front and the back at the same time, so that should make for an interesting transition there. As for most coilovers, we'll take off the end link, and this is actually gonna get completely replaced with the ones that BC came with. You undo this, gotta separate all this, take the brake, get bracket off, and undo it from the top. But the problem is this strut, the way it sits in here actually. So there's a couple different methods that you can find online, and there's certain ways you're supposed to do things, and that includes taking off the entire axle and removing all of that. But we're gonna do some sketchy things today and not do it that way. So I'm gonna try a different trick that I saw on the internet, and hopefully that does it. I keep seeing people do all these fancy tricks to try to get like the sway bars out and these end links out and everything. To get the sway bar out, all you gotta do is jack the bottom of the wheel hub and hammer it like very slightly out, and it pops right out. The other side to get out, I think I need an open-ended wrench, but the BC coilovers come with new end links, so I'm not even worried about damaging those. But right now, I'm actually just using this pry bar to actually pry out and separate the knuckle to get the whole strut out. So far I think we're making pretty good progress. Everything online makes everything look more difficult, so I think we're almost at the point to try our sketchy shit though. What the guy on the internet did was put a bottle jack right on there, crank it up until it pops. And is it a little sketchy? Yeah, but you can see it's actually working pretty well. I'm assuming all this is going to drop here in a second, but you can see, well, actually just from that angle you really can't see, but it's all coming out. It's literally just pushing it down and separating it. And it looks like our strut is out. So now we gotta go from the top and unbolt it. I'm thinking we might just go for what this is already set at, which looks like 4 inches smaller. But this should be a whole 2-inch drop, because this does, you know, compress everything. So it should be a 2-inch drop. I think it's maxed out right now and high, but I'm gonna take a look at it. So far, the hardest part about this install was getting the end links off, but that's not that bad. So right now I'm having like the same issue I actually had when like I was doing my Civic, and it's actually getting the knuckle to line up with the strut itself. I have it tightened down on top, not all the way, but most of the way. But it looks like, you know, this sway bar, it has a lot to go before it actually reaches anything. So this is gonna be interesting, especially because I'm doing this by myself. After a bunch of fighting and trying to figure things out, I kind of found out that these sway bar links don't work. They are way too short, and like it's not even a close fit at all. So I don't think I should reuse the original ones, but we got the first one in. We just need new sway bar links, which we can run without them for a bit. It might be a little bit swayy, but it's better than not having a car to drive. So I'm gonna have to order new sway bar links to make this end up working, but one side is in. I'm really not sure how the spring rates in these are either, because if you're looking at it, I mean, there's a little bit of a gap there, but once it drops, I mean, like once it's on the ground, I'm not really sure if it's gonna be tucking tire or not. I think it might be, which I wanted a little bit of tuck. So if it's tucking a little bit, it's kind of what I wanted, but it's a 1.5 finger gap of my size fingers, so take that how you want that. But I'm definitely going to get adjustable end links because I'm gonna have a lot of body roll now, and I know I'm going to. So that's gonna be like the next thing on the list there for this car. But those shouldn't be too hard to install. It's just gonna be like 2 bolts, a little bit of compressing maybe for the sway bar, but it should be pretty easy and straightforward to do. And honestly, once I take off the end link on that side, I actually might be able to adjust it completely and move it and get these ones to work temporarily. I just have to lift up this side of the car again, take the wheel off, but I think it might be doable. So time to move on to the backs and see how it goes. But so far, I mean, that's pretty decent fitment right there. Now, I was a lot more worried about doing the fronts than the backs. When I was watching the videos, the backs really didn't look that hard. Just removing some things, lifting an arm, and that's about it. So the backs hopefully will take a lot less time. And now that I know what I'm doing on the front, when I do the other side, it should take like 1/4 of the time. Step 1 for the back has to be the most tedious part, and it's removing the rear fender liner with all of these little Torx bolts, which already is proving annoying. Now this car does have height sensors because of the automatic headlights in the car. So step 1, remove the height sensor. You don't break that shit because that thing sounds expensive. So gonna remove that, just a 10 mil. And then we have to remove the strut, and then you remove the spring, and then when installing it, you do the opposite. Sometimes when you're in the zone, it gets really hard to record and you just kind of forget to record. But we got all the bottom in. I just got to tighten up these bolts around here, and then we're all good as soon as they're tightened down. So the fronts and backs took me quite some time. I had to take a detour first because my girlfriend messed up her oil change, so but we had to do some detours, some figuring out. But the other side should be no problem now that I know what I'm doing. It's starting to get kind of dark now, but I think I'll be able to knock it out pretty quickly, again, because I know what I'm doing. But I'm excited to see the fitment I got going on, because the front looks pretty tight. The back looks like it's gonna be pretty tight because it's like lifted up quite a bit now. So I'm gonna tighten everything down and we're gonna take a look. It's funny, Japanese cars use push pins for everything, and these cars use Torx bits for everything. Put the wheel back on, check fitment, put her down, do the other side real quick, and we'll see how it goes. It's kind of crazy looking at this right now, because before, the car was barely off the ground, and this fitment wasn't like that. So, I'm definitely kind of curious to see what it's gonna look like once I drop it down. Hopefully I'm not too low, but I might be, but hopefully I'm not. So I'm definitely a little nervous right now, not gonna lie. Time to put her down on this side, and I'm not gonna show you guys the fitment until it's all done. So this is gonna be my reaction to it. This car's so high up right now, I'm kind of nervous. Holy shit. It's beautiful. it got dark really fast and I didn't realize that, but all I gotta do is finish the backs and we're finished for the day. I guess I'll have to show you guys everything tomorrow because it's freaking dark out here. So it is the next day now, and I woke up to like 3 inches of snow and it was kind of crazy. So we ended up finishing it pretty late last night. So I think total install took about 6 hours to do, which is a long time. But it was my first time ever doing something on a German car, and a lot of it was just fiddling around with some stuff and figuring stuff out. So we're very low. My one fender is starting to get pooched already. So I think I'm going to camber just a little bit on the fronts. And just to put you guys in perspective, you guys are thinking about doing this, these coilovers cost more than my Honda Civic, which I find crazy. But I did drive it around this morning. I found some problems, came back, redid all of it, yes, in the snow. And now, guys, I'm gonna show you guys the fitment we got, the sure low we got, and I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, she's pretty low. We're tucking all 4 tires, which is what I wanted. We're a little bit lower in the front than I want it to be, and you can already see here that we are starting to pooch the front fender just a little bit. It's not too bad, but it's something that I don't really want to have to replace right now. We are going to do wider fenders eventually, but that's not what I wanted right now. But a little bit of camber should be able to fix it actually. So, and these are fully adjustable BCs, so that should be an easy fix, honestly. Just lift it up, camber it out, we should be good to go. So I'll plan on doing that when it's not snowing. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content with my now slammed Golf R. I'm the lowest Golf R I've ever seen. I don't know about anybody else. So send me DMs, send me links to other lower or as low Golf Rs as this, because I haven't seen one yet. But I'm gonna leave you guys off here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I already said that. But I'm gonna leave you guys off here. So thanks for watching. Comment, let's subscribe, keep doing the fun stuff, keep doing you, stay motivated, boys. Catch you next time. Peace out and peace.